How you all doing? Hope you all are great. In this week, we are gonna talk about something we all struggle with, and it is about protecting our peace in a world that constantly feels loud, demanding, and emotionally draining. So let's get started with our first proven practical step, which is not everything deserves your reaction. We waste so much energy reacting to people who don't even matter long term. Your peace grows the moment you choose silence over reaction. Not everything needs a reply, not everything deserves your attention and energy too. Also, the loudest situation often lose the power when you stop feeding them with reaction. Sometimes the best response is protecting your peace, not proving your point. The next point I would like to put on is silence is a skill, not avoidance. You don't have to argue to prove your point. Proving yourself is exhausting. They are never gonna understand if they don't want to. So let them and do you. You don't have to explain your decisions to everyone. Sometimes silence is the highest form of emotional maturity. Silence is not a weakness, it's strategy and also it holds so much power. Everyone wants to talk, very few knows how to listen to themselves. This is very real. Very few know how to listen to themselves. Many times people don't understand what are they doing. They just do it because they find it convenient or better for them at the moment, if the situation is doing in their favor. But as soon as they realize the thing, or I don't know if this is relevant, they be emotionally available with themselves and the person around them faces the consequences of these behaviors. Like they don't realize that could make them emotionally disturbed or it could affect them, their actions, tiny actions. And then as soon as the another person shows any consequences, or if you could get me, this is of course complex and I am not that much pro in explaining or expressing. I'm trying and getting better. So as soon as you confront them, they become more miserable, they be avoidant literally, and it becomes more draining and more disturbing. That's why I would say that attachment should be healthy. Like you don't have to be attached so much so that attachment could harm you in ways your health can't afford. My next point is limit access, not love. You don't have to cut people off to protect your peace, as I have said in the previous video too. Just give them less access to your thoughts, plans, and emotions. Yeah, this works. I do. Privacy protects your energy more than distance does. Very, very true, honestly. You don't owe explanations for your growth. We can't remain same person. We can't remain the same person as we were in our past or be stuck in our experiences we had, either negative or positive. We should always find the growth and evolve and just try to find ourselves more. We should do things or adapt that mindset which can lead you to yourself. Every time you overshare, you give people permission to disrupt your peace. Every time you overshare, you give people permission to disturb your peace. Yeah. And this is so toxic, when you find something fruitful to you, but just because of their negativity or their opinions on this, you just dump that idea or you just let go of that thing. This is not right. You are teaching yourself, and you shouldn't be doing this. Do whatever you love and just let them be. It's their opinion. It has nothing to do with you, anything to do with you. You do you, no matter what. As I was saying, they have nothing to do with you. We jump on the next step or practical way, which is observe people, don't absorb them. Most noise around you is not yours. People's moods, insecurity, attitude, it's all their inner world spilling out. Observe it, don't absorb it. If you want, you just talk to them about this, but you don't have to absorb their negativity or their insecurity, their moods, or their opinions even. It's good if you are safe with them, if you feel right at that at those times only. But not every time you have to change your mind or mold yourself. You can never or you can't control how people act or what people say, but you can control what you let enter your emotional system. Okay, you have the power to choose what takes your time and energy and what not. Someone's tone is their story, it's not your identity, and it shouldn't become even. So that leads us to the fifth point, which is stop explaining yourself to the wrong audience. Some people will misunderstand you no matter how many times you explain. As I said in the first point, protect your peace by choosing who gets an explanation and who doesn't. Either it is explanation, either it is, we can say, our plans and visions. We shouldn't be explaining or we shouldn't be letting them enter in our space even. If you are not aware or if you are not guided yet, like you have not guided yourself yet, then this is gonna spoil no matter what. Because if you are not connected to yourself now, then of course they are gonna take the lead. Your mind becomes what it consumes. Treat it like a home, not a dustbin. Seriously. You know, peace grows where overexposure ends. Yeah, peace grows where overexposure ends. Not everyone deserves the behind the scenes of your life. You have to look your life, you have to work for yourself, and you have to design your life as you want. So, our next point is choose your inputs wisely. What you consume becomes your mental climate. Social media, people you follow, conversations you entertain, all of it shapes your headspace. The things you constantly think about, the thinking loop. If you want peace, be very selective about what you let in. Seriously. This leads us to point number 7, which is privacy is peace. As we have discussed, when people don't know your every move, they can't interrupt your growth. Protect your plans, protect your progress, move silently, always. You don't have explanations for your growth. Every time you overshare, you give people permission to disrupt your peace. As I have said, that if you have didn't guarded yourself yet, then your decisions are gonna be fragile and they are always gonna take over and the plan's gonna spoil. Next point is walk away without drama. And I mean it very seriously. Walk away without drama. You don't need to prove someone wrong. You don't need to be loud. Sometimes walking away quietly is the strongest thing you can do for yourself. And of course, them too. Because they are never gonna understand the person, another person is emotionally unavailable, then they are never gonna change their mindset. And you are only the one who's gonna try and lose your mind every time, you lose your energy, doing yourself and everything. This is never gonna, the loop is never gonna end. So just walk away, just take yourself and get out of that. Like, take yourself out of that. Peace often comes after the decision to stop arguing. Let people be wrong about you. It costs you nothing. And I have personally experienced it too. So yeah, this leads us to point number 9. Build a quiet inner world. This is really important. I say seriously, this is very important. Even if you live in chaos, you can create stillness inside you. A routine helps, journaling helps, small pockets of solitude helps. Your peace is an inside job. Seriously. Your peace, your happiness, only you decide these all things. Only you decide what your mindset is, and only you decide how you want to live. And I am serious about this. And every time when I talk about the routines and journals, this everything helps in real. I have tried and I do it continuously. So a quiet mind isn't natural, it's built through small daily habits. Even if 5 minutes of stillness can reset your entire day. The last and point number 10 is not every battle is yours. Yeah, stop taking everything personally, dude. Just leave it. You're not for this, you're not here in this world for the small things. If you dream big, if you have the thinking of living a so great life, then you'll have to work, you'll have to put in that work, and you can just sit around and deal with this small things and temporary peoples. And as soon as you get the intuition, you get the negative signal from your body, just like connect so deeply with yourself that you be able to recognize those things. Okay, so you don't have to fight everything, you don't have to fix everyone. Protect your energy by choosing your battles wisely. Some things are better left untouched. Seriously, this is meaningless, this is time wasting, this is energy wasting too. So yeah, choose your battles wisely. Sometimes some situations revolve themselves when you stop participating. Your attention is a currency, spend it wisely. Thank you for listening. I hope this helped a bit, and I hope this reminded you that your peace is your responsibility and your power. Thank you for watching. Bye. Take care.